Hello students, welcome to third session of chapter number 3 Understanding Quadrilaterals. Today we'll learn something more about quadrilaterals and we'll be solving the last exercise. So let's start with third session. So students, let's start with third session of chapter 3 Understanding Quadrilaterals. Before we start the exercise, let's discuss different types of quadrilaterals and their properties that we have already done in second session. First one is parallelogram. It is a quadrilateral with each pair of opposite sides parallel. So here for the given diagram, parallelogram ABCD, AB parallel CD and AD parallel BC, as well as the properties opposite sides are equal. That means AB is equal to CD, AD is equal to BC. Opposite angles are equal. That means B is equal to D and angle A is equal to angle C. Rhombus, a parallelogram with sides of equal length. Properties, rhombus has all the properties of parallelogram, as well as one more property is diagonals are perpendicular to each other. That means diagonals of parallelogram, they bisect each other, and diagonals of rhombus, they are perpendicular to each other. That means over here for rhombus, diagonals are perpendicular bisector. Okay. Perpendicular means they will intersect each other at right angle and they will be bisecting each other. Next, rectangle. It is a parallelogram with right angle. So all four angles K, L, M and N are of 90 degree. They are right angles. Rectangle also has all the properties of a parallelogram. Apart from that, each of the angles is a right angle that we have already discussed and diagonals are equal. That means length of diagonals will be equal. That is Km is equal to Ln. For square, a rectangle with sides of equal length. That means it is having all the properties of parallelogram. It is having all the properties of rectangle also and rhombus also. Next one, kite, a quadrilateral with exactly two pairs of equal consecutive sides. Here you can see in the diagram that the consecutive sides AB and AD are equal and BC and CD are equal. Properties, the diagonals are perpendicular to one another. One of the diagonals bisect the other. And the third one is one of the opposite pairs of angles is equal. Here you can see that angle B is equal to angle D, but angle A is not equal to angle C. Now, let's start with exercise 3.4. Question number 2. Identify all the quadrilaterals that have, first one is 4 sides of equal length. And second one is 4 right angles. For the first one, 4 sides of equal length. We know that as we have discussed in the properties, rhombus and square are the parallelograms or the quadrilaterals. We can say they have all 4 sides of equal length. Second one is 4 right angles. So we know that square and rectangle are the quadrilaterals that have 4 right angles. Question 3. Explain how a square is a quadrilateral, a parallelogram, a rhombus, and a rectangle. While we were discussing the properties, we know that it was written over there that the square has all the properties of parallelogram, rhombus, and rectangle. So now let's see how a square is a quadrilateral, a parallelogram, a rhombus, as well as a rectangle. First one, a square is a quadrilateral. because it has four sides. Remember the definition of quadrilateral where we said that the figure should be two-dimensional, it should be closed figure, as well as it should have four sides. So a square is a quadrilateral. Next one, a square is a parallelogram because its opposite sides are parallel to each other. In the definition of parallelogram, we have said that both the pairs of opposite sides should be parallel. So here, a square is also a parallelogram. Third, a square is a rhombus because it has all four equal sides, and the diagonals of square, they bisect each other at 90 degrees, or we can say the diagonals of square bisect each other perpendicularly. So a square is also a rhombus. Fourth one, a square is a rectangle because each interior angle of a square measures 90 degrees, or it is a right angle. So we can say that a square is a quadrilateral, a parallelogram, a rhombus, and a rectangle also. Question 4. Name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals bisect each other, are perpendicular bisectors of each other, and are equal. So, first we have to name the quadrilateral whose diagonals bisect each other. So, as we have discussed in the properties, you know that rhombus, parallelogram, rectangle, and square are quadrilaterals whose diagonals bisect each other. Next one, the quadrilaterals whose diagonals are perpendicular bisectors. So here we know that rhombus and square are the quadrilaterals whose diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Third one, the quadrilaterals whose diagonals are equal. So square and rectangle are the quadrilaterals whose diagonals are equal in length. Next, question 6. Here you are given one triangle, triangle ABC, which is a right angle triangle, and O is the midpoint of the side AC, which is opposite to the right angle. So we can say AC is the hypotenuse for triangle ABC. Now explain why O is equidistant from A, B, and C. Equidistance means the distance from O to A, that is OA, is equal to OB is equal to OC. So that we have to explain. For that, we will be expanding the figure, which is originally given as just a triangle ABC, a right angle triangle ABC. We will draw dotted line, we will extend the diagram, and we will convert it into a rectangle ABCD. This dotted lines we are drawing in order to prove, or in order to give our explanation that why O is equidistant from A, B, and C. So here we have extended the diagram, and this right angle triangle which we were originally given, now we have converted into a rectangle ABCD, where AC and BD are the diagonals and they are intersecting each other at point O. And we have to prove that OA is equal to OB is equal to OC. Let's see how we have to do it. For the given right angle triangle ABC, first, as I have said, we will draw lines AD and DC such that BC will be parallel to AD and AB will be parallel to CD. As well as they will be of equal length, that is BC is equal to AD. Suppose BC is 7 centimeter, then AD is also 7 centimeter. AB is 5 centimeter, then CD is also 5 centimeter. I'm just assuming the length in order to show that BC is equal to AD and AB is equal to CD. Now we can see that ABCD is a rectangle because opposite sides are equal as well as they are parallel. Apart from that, we can see that angle A, B, C and D, all four angles, interior angles, they are right angles. So we can say that ABCD is a rectangle. Now remember or recall the properties of rectangle, that the diagonals of rectangle, they are of equal length. That means BD, which is one of the diagonals, and AC is the another one. So we can say that AC is equal to BD because ABCD is a rectangle. As well as we know that the diagonals of rectangle bisect each other because rectangle is a parallelogram also. So we can say BO is equal to OD and OC is equal to OA because AC and BD, they are bisecting each other. Now, because they are bisecting, we can say that AO is equal to OC is equal to BO is equal to OD. So we can say that O is equidistant from A, B and C. So students, here we are ending with third session of chapter 3, Understanding Quadrilaterals. I hope you have understood the exercise. Try to understand and try to remember all the properties of different quadrilaterals. That will help you a lot to understand as well as to solve the exercise. Thank you so much and goodbye.